Hi, it's Dawn. Welcome back. I recently, today, got in the Schmincke Glacier series. It's Glacier. These are the super granulating Glacier set. Glacier Blue, turquoise, green, brown, and black. And I thought I would do a color reel on them real quick just to kind of see how they look. I should have checked this before I got started. And as you can see, I've been digging out my Easter stuff, and I thought, I have a couple of these actually, and I thought, what a cool thing this might be to use as a palette. I mean, perfect. Well, we'll see. Obviously, a white would be better, more ideal. I've got a pink one over here too, and I'm just always running out. I'm always needing more palette space. It just never seems to be enough. It's the turquoise. Should have done this before I turned the camera on, but oh well. I'm excited about the blues. Oh, hello. That kind of went everywhere. I really don't know that I have some other super granulating. I've got the greens, and I thought all these were going to be blue somehow. Obviously, I didn't read the packaging, or I would have known they weren't all blue with a brown and a black in here and one green, but that's all right. We're just going to play around with these guys and see what we get. I really am enjoying the super granulating greens that I got from the Forest. That was the Forest series. That is pretty powerful, that blue. Oh, I should have looked at the pigment on this. I'm not as used to Schmincke as I am the other ones where they put the pigment on it. Okay, PB 29 and PG 50. Sorry, found it finally. Bring the camera down just a bit so you can see it a bit closer. The granulation is always the fun part about these. How well they granulate when they get to the other stages of the glazes or the washes or whatever as we get further up on the color wheel. I really enjoyed the greens or the Forest series a lot. I find myself reaching for them frequently. But I was hoping the glaciers were going to be a bit more blue, but oh well. Here we are. I mean, I got two blues out of it, right? Blue and green are my jam. Okay, oops, I'm almost out of playing. Should have paid more attention to that. Here we go. That's better. All right, let's move on to turquoise. This is right out of the tube, as you saw, so it's really wet. It's hard to I do better gauging when it's dried down a little bit, but it's all right. This feels like I'm going to have to keep supplementing the pigment. It feels like it's not super pigmented. This color wheel, by the way, is by Tim Holtz. Sorry, I meant to show you that a minute ago. It's a THS 179. You'd think I'd have that memorized by now. And it's from Stampers Anonymous. And I like using it for my swatching when I get paints in. Okay, I like that color. I like that. Just use a mechanical pencil typically to swatch these out or draw these this stencil out, and then I don't even erase it. I just let it stay. And of course it's a 6. I only have 5 colors, but that's all right. Don't have to have it all. This is a set, and the forest ones, I added either Cascade or Green Apatite to it to fill in that last spot, but because it's a Primatech by Daniel Smith, but I didn't bother digging out any other Primatechs for this. I was just like, well, it's just got delivered like an hour ago, so I was excited to try it. I'm afraid with this Glacier Green, I got mostly binder. Let me open this back up a little bit and see if I can get it. Yeah, I did get mostly binder. Okay, that looks more like it. Okay, that's easy enough to fix. There we go. And this looks more like, oh, I meant to tell you the color on the turquoise. The turquoise is PG50 and PV62. And I'm about to use the Glacier Green, and it's PR233 and PG50. For those who like to know pigments. I may do a glazing exercise on some of these. Oh, I like this green, this Glacier Green. I was expecting, I don't know, something else. I like it. It's more of a blue then. So really we got 3 blues, a brown, and a black. All right. Still feel like I got a lot of binder happening here. There we go. Maybe that's going to be a little better. The forest series, I had really good luck swatching it out. This feels like it's fighting me a little bit. This is like a blue-green. This is only the second set of Schminckes I've bought, or Schmincke, depending on who you talk to. I don't own any. I didn't own any Schmincke until a couple months ago. I've had mostly Daniel Smith and Magello. Wow, that's just really super dark, darker than I wanted it to be. So let's. There's a lot of pink showing up in this. I'm not sure that's going to pick up on the camera. I'll lift it up here in a second so you can see, but there's a lot of whatever that, well, what was that other color? Was it permanent violet? No, it was permanent red and permanent green. Okay, well, there is, and I'm not sure the camera's going to see it, but there is some pink in there. Right in there and right in there, so that's very unusual. But it looks like it's gonna, when it dries down, it's gonna offer an interesting color. Okay, moving on. Let's go do Glacier Brown. And this one is PBR6 and PG26. And, you know, brown I love, but Glacier Brown. Forest Brown, I get that. Glacier Brown? I don't know. We'll see. And I don't usually like this first square that I paint. Swatch. I usually like the subsequent ones because they will really kind of start to shine and show you their qualities of either the granulation or the washes. Turn out to be some really pretty pigments, and you get an idea. These midtones really help me get an idea of what the pigment's all about. The super saturated tones very rarely do, but that's okay. Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm using a number 5 round. It's by Master's Touch, which is Hobby's brand, but this brush is 300 years old. So I I don't think, they used to call it fine touch back then instead of master's touch now. But the point is, it's pretty small. I would equate it to, I don't know, like a 2 or a 3 maybe. It's labeled number 5, but that doesn't mean anything. That's like, you know, pick up a pair of shorts or blue jeans that are labeled a size, and it's like, well, it depends on who makes it. But this particular brand runs small, is my point. Okay, Glacier Brown in the house. Let's see how we like the black. I'm hoping the black's going to be cool. Black is not a color I use a lot, but I know it's got some, you know, advantages or uses or whatever from time to time. Again, not going to be crazy about this pigment probably. Rarely am. Kind of a cool black. Oh, I forgot to do the pigment. What's the pigment on the black? PBK 11 and not focusing, is it? And PB 35. That's why it's cool. And I ordered them. They came in this little cute little box. I don't know if that matters to anybody, but it's when you order the sets like this, I think it comes out. So many times these tubes, these are 15 milliliter tubes, they run about 20 bucks a tube. But when you order it in a set like this, I think on Amazon I paid like $70 or $75 for the 5, which is, I would probably just ordinarily just order, you know, the 3 blues. But you know, when you spend $60 and then you spend just a little bit more and you get 2 other colors, like, might as well. Because sometimes these other colors will, I don't know, surprise you is the right word, but you find that you go for the blue, but you find, oh wow, I really like that brown, or I like the black. Didn't think I would. And besides, you can never have too many paints. I know I'm supposed to use my stash in 2025. I am using my stash, but I don't have to be on. Yeah. Once in a while, I'm going to buy a few things, but I'm just trying to be more conscious of using what I have, and not just buying for the sake of buying. Be very intentional, I guess, is what I'm trying to say with what I buy. Okay, I got a little too much pigment going on there, so I'm gonna pull some of that back up. I don't see much in this one as far as, you know, an alternate color popping through. I see a little blue coming through. I'll blot all of that up, but I do want to kind of make it a paler. Ooh, well, I just about took all that up, didn't I? Oh well. I can put it back. This color is like all or nothing. Oh yeah, there was definitely some blue on the paper. I should have showed you before I covered it back up. That's okay. Okay. So that Glacier Green, I don't know if that pink is kind of showing up on camera now a little bit. What did it have in it again? Oh yeah, look at the label. It does show a little bit of like a, let me see if I can. Nope, not doing a good job. Those lights are really blurring it out. It does show a little bit of like a purpley green in it. So it's got, yeah, PR233, permanent red, or pigment red rather, and PG50. So that totally makes sense now why there's some pinky colors showing up there. And there's a little bit of blue showing up in the Glacier Brown right there. And of course I'll wait for this to dry down and take my thumbnail picture so you can see it. And it's funny because I was really had more hopes about how the blue and the turquoise are going to be, and I was less excited about the green, the brown, and the black, but they're more granulating than the other two. Oh well, that's the way it goes, right? You just never know. And I'm not trying to influence or whatever, but here you go. Here's your information. Here's the information you didn't ask for, but I just like swatching. I do. And now I'll go play and maybe do a glazing thing. But here is the super granulating glacier. If that suits you, here it is. And thanks for stopping by. We'll see you again later. Bye.